Today on the channel, we're back at it with round number 2 of the Mondo Real Ghostbusters, and in today's video, we got Egon Spengler.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mondo Toys Real Ghostbusters unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the leader in a lot of ways, at least in my little kid brain, with Egon Spengler. But for all your Egon Spengler Mondo needs and everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15%. Gotta get a deal out there. And as I said, I always viewed Egon as the leader of the Ghostbusters. Ray a close number 2. Egon definitely the Flint of the group, as we do know. Real ones get that one top and farther from the couch, but real ones also know how we're going to do this review. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We've already unboxed Peter Venkman on the channel. Check out that unboxing, and I guess we'll get Ray and Winston in the future. Got to have 4 Ghostbusters. You can't just have 2 of them. What are we doing, huh? But here we are back again with another Ghostbuster unboxing. Same uniform packaging. I'm here for that. I like the uniform packaging. It is the Ghost Trap. Of course, we all know the Ghost Trap by now. But very cool packaging. A little minimalistic, to be honest with this one. Not a lot of bells and whistles, but it gets the point across if you're a Ghostbuster fan. Doesn't give us any kind of blurb about Egon or anything. Does tell us 14 and up. You 13-year-olds, you think you're an adult. You're not an adult. You can't handle this one quite yet. Egon Spengler on the side is the only place you're going to find the name is right down here. Going to be the same for all of them, like Peter Venkman, which we unboxed on the channel. And I always say it is very cool how it opens up on the front as well, just like the trap does. I wish they would have put a little light in here or something. That would have been cool. You just, boom, just like so. But you got Egon all locked up inside there. Looks like Egon obviously has a lot of the protective material over it, as this is a plus $100 toy, which is absolutely crazy. We talked about that a little bit in the Peter Venkman unboxing. These are pretty expensive, not going to be for everybody. And at the end of the day, it's up to you. Yes, you. I'm pointing at you. You don't think I am. I am pointing at you. Watch out. I'll point at you too over there, McFarlane. But you got to vote with your wallet at the end of the day. What do you do? What do you want? Like what you like, don't what you don't. Just know what you're getting yourself into is what I'm going to say. Off to the side of gentle. See you later. Goodbye. I do save the packaging. I do recommend saving the packaging on Mondo. Hasbro, Mattel, throw it away. You got to save it with Mondo. A lot of people are looking for that packaging, as we know. But there it is, locked up. And per Mondo style, everything is wrapped up in its own little thing. So I'm going to take this offline. We'll be back talking all things Egon Spengler. All right, we got the true leader of the Ghostbusters out of the package. We got Egon Spengler. Let's dive into it. Let's start with the accessories per the usual here. Of course, 2 regular hands out of the package on the figure. No gloves on that one. Both gripping hands, just like we saw with Peter Venkman. Over here, same gripping hands, but gloved, just like we saw with Peter Venkman. And then we do got the forearm guards, covers, whatever you want to call it, so you can slide that over the top, just like we saw with Peter as well. Got to get the most out of your molds, and we're seeing a lot of similarities between these guys already, just with the hands. Moving on to other things here, as we do get the little translucent extra here, a little extra plasma stream, I guess. Don't cross the streams, whatever you do, but we do get this translucent plastic. Seen that as well, so you got to have that, of course. And of course, you got to have the proton pack to plug it into. And we do get the proton pack once again, a little plastic protector right there. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. There it goes. But we do get the proton pack right here. Looking good. It looks like the proton pack. You know what we're getting ourselves into with one of these. Every little kid wanted these once upon a time, and the real ones had one. I was not a real one, unfortunately. We've seen Hasbro do the HasLabs on these as well. Always kind of cool to see. It looks like mine is detached. There we go. Plugs right in there, put it over the character. You got to have it on them, as you can imagine. You got to have them rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling with this bad boy. But it does look pretty good. Really nice to get that. You have to have that with the Ghostbuster. You also got to have the Ghost Trap, of course, much like the packaging. As we see, the Ghost Trap should be removable. Yep, it does slide out of there if need be. So I like to see that. And then you got the foot stomp here. Give the old foot stomp. And then you got a little bit of that bendy wire right here. If you need to move things around, you want to spread it out. Choose your own adventure on that one. And then at the same token, you do got a little friendly ghost. So you pull this out. Guess what? You can slide this bad boy right in there if you want to. Choose your own adventure. That's probably how I'm going to display mine. Get a little bit more out of the whole process here, but you do got the ghost, so you can do it however you want to. Regular trap, no trap, ghost included, ghost not included. Choose your own adventure right there. We do get a stand, a clear flight stand. I guess you could take flight off this if you want to. We do got a stand. You got the 2 pregs down there, so you can put him in there. You do get the stand. You do get the PKE meter here. Of course, he's looking for a ghost. He's trying to find some stuff here. Looking nice, and look at this. It does come out the top. I'm always dangerous with some of these Mondo accessories, but you can pull the top out. Don't want to pull it too far, as we know, and then you should be able to get those little antennas probably out, is my guess. Yep, got to be careful with these, though. Very, very small, very dangerous. I would hate to break one of this. It would just ruin my absolute day if that happened, and it could happen. We've seen Mondo stuff break before. It is a little bit fragile. That's why the 13-year-olds can't handle it. We know those 13-year-olds, Todd McFarlane, all butter hands. We know how they are. But there we go. Got the PKE meter out. You can be searching for ghosts in the neighborhood right here if you want to. So you got some options with this one, how to display it. I'll probably have it underneath there a little bit protected. I think that's going to be my plan. But you got options, and it's always nice to have some options. Now, not exactly sure what this is. Is this like a bomb or like a ghost catcher? I do not remember this. It's been a heck of a long time since I've seen the series, but we do get another added accessory right here. Looking pretty good for what it is, all things considered. Now we do get another ghost. Now Peter Venkman came with Slimer. Get a more unnamed ghost over here, I guess, but in blue. Looking good. Nice to get a little extra ghost. If you're not going to pony up the big money for the full-on deluxe ghost, you're getting the small one right here. Not bad for what it is. But now we're going to dive into old Egon Spengler right here. Looks just like Egon. Of course, like I said, the leader of the Ghostbusters, I always did feel. Wild hairdo here. Looks like a member of Kajagoogoo once upon a time, I think. Got those crazy glasses in red down at the tip of his nose. Got a rat tail. It was the 80s after all. People rocking that rat tail left and right. Beating it up sometimes as well. Never caught me with a rat tail once in my life. But looking good here for Egon. Stoic face. Looks like Egon. Second head, this is what I'm talking about. A little bit more expression in this one. You got the raised eyes, you got the open mouth. This is a guy, dare I say, seen a ghost or two. I like this one, a little bit more personality in this. I'm fine with the stoic one, but give me the opposite ends of the spectrum if I'm only getting 2 heads. A lot of personality, minimal personality, and they did that here with Egon from Mondo. Now, diving past the head here, we're seeing a lot of hallmarks of this line already. Obviously, you got to get the most out of your molds, and we'll compare Peter Venkman here in a little bit, but I'm almost thinking it's the same jumpsuit, is it? I guess we'll check the heights and everything else, but you do got the jumpsuit here in the greenish teal color that he's known for, the undersuit here, the undershirt, under outfit in kind of a pinkish purplish color, got the collar right there, got the ends coming out the hands, and down here by the boots, looking very good. Speaking of boots, nice brownish bluish boots, or bluish blackish boots down here. And then on his belt, you got the little carabiner action. You got a little recorder on the side as well. 2 elbow pads on Egon Spengler. Got to have those, of course. Now, arms do go all the way around. You do got the butterfly shoulders. Single jointed elbows, side to side, back and forth. Smooth as butter on the joints. Happy to report that. Hands up and down, back and forth, side to side, removable. Head removable, back and forth, side to side, up and down. Waist articulation. Those big old Egon splits. That's about all you're going to get. Leg goes up a little bit. Just typical Mondo in that leg articulation. Always a little dangerous. Single jointed knee, side to side if you want to. Boot cut, and then you get the ankles up and down, back and forth. Now, he will fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. If you don't like that clear one, you can use the ringside one. Oh, wait, I might have to take that back. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Weird. He's got one really big hole and one small hole. That's always interesting, Todd. What? Oh, I can't repeat that, Todd. He does got a small hole, so neither are going to fit on that ringside stand, so I guess we got to use the Ghostbuster stand. Very interesting. I wonder what the reason is behind that. I felt like Peter had just the same holes, both of them, but once again, I could be wrong. And will he fit on this stand? He's not wanting to. There we go. There's 1 foot. Can we get the 2nd foot? There it is. All right. He does fit on the stand. Obviously, I'm going to be using these stands. Came with it, made for it. Why wouldn't you? So he does fit on that stand there. But how about Peter Venkman? Let's grab that, Peter. Is it the same figure? Very similar. It looks like the height is coming from the neck for Egon. Looks to be the same belt. Looks to be the same sculpt. Got to get the most out of your molds, people. But it's kind of difficult when it's such a pricey figure, though. That is one thing we don't like is, hey, if you're going to get the most out of your molds, shouldn't the figures be a little bit cheaper? Maybe, maybe not. And I am wondering, I said it in the last video with Peter, be interested to see if one day maybe they can get the license or approval, whatever it's going to take, to get the deluxe versions of the Ghostbusters. I think a lot of collectors would be after those as well. But as far as these in the smaller scale, these are better than I anticipated them to be. I'm always worried with Mondo that these are going to feel too statue-like, too brittle. For the most part, you got to be a little bit more gentle than you do a Marvel Legends or something of that price point. How about? But these move pretty good in the articulation department. Are they worth the price? Once again, you got to ask yourself that. But they do look cool, and when I close my eyes and I think of the Ghostbusters, this is exactly what I think of. So there's something to be said about that for sure. There's always something to be said about the old Kenner editions. Very similar to these. Close enough to be dangerous is what they always were. Loved these as a kid. Love those now, but this is pretty darn fun, and I can't see myself ever getting any more Ghostbuster figures after I get the 4 Ghostbusters, but we'll see. Never say never. I said I wasn't going to get these in the first place, so we'll see where that ends up going. But there's Egon Spengler, another good one from the Real Ghostbusters line from Mondo. What's your thoughts on this? Is this a pickup for you? Is this a line you're going to dabble in? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, if that is your thing. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found. Videocast on YouTube. So for the Real Ghostbusters, I'm the Real Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?